Hey everybody, Steven here, and today I'm looking at the G4 ergonomic gaming chair from AutoFull. This is a unique chair because it has the combo I really like but don't see too often, which is the mesh back while still keeping the foam seat cushion. A lot of times you'll see a chair is going to be all mesh, or it's going to have all foam throughout it with maybe like a pleather topping on it, or rarely you will see some type of other material that isn't pleather on top of like cold foam. Here we get the really breathable mesh back to the seat rest, and then for the seat cushion you get the really nice foam. I just think it's a good combo for a chair because you're getting the best of both worlds. You're getting the breathability of the mesh while still keeping the comfort that you get with a foam seat cushion. Getting into the product dimensions here, there's a handful of things I want to point out. One is going to be the seat base. It is 20.5 inches wide. The depth there is going to be 21.3 inches. The tallest position the chair can hit is going to be 49.2 inches. In terms of recommended height here, the tallest is going to be 6 foot and basically 3 inches. For the maximum load capacity, 330.7 pounds. One of the benefits of the AutoFull chairs is they all come with a 3-year warranty, so if there are any issues, you can get it fixed or potentially replaced. For the material, you're mainly going to find metal, plastic, you have the mesh backing, and then you have a little bit of leather or pleather with this, which is some accents that they've put on the chair that has a carbon fiber design on it and looks really cool. With this, you also have the tub 4-level cylinder, the electroplated steel 5-star base, you have the soft polyurethane gaming casters, and then the reinforced steel chassis. This has the BIFMA X5.1 International Standard certification, which is designed to evaluate the product's durability for up to 10 years. For the building process, this was very straightforward and easy to do. This comes in a smaller box, which does mean you need to assemble more, but it means less packaging. You get all the parts that you need. You do get the tool included in order to make this, and then they do give you spare parts, so you don't have to worry about that. The instructions are very clear, straightforward, easy to use, and it's on a one sheet instead of a booklet, which I do appreciate. In terms of the amount of time this took me to build, it was just a hair over 20 minutes. You also get some white gloves that you can use to prevent any smudge marks, although there's not too many components on this that would get smudged up other than the 2 shinier plastic pieces on the back that cover up the screws for the lumbar support and also the headrest. For physical adjustments, this has a height adjustment of 5.5 inches. This sits overall a little bit lower than most chairs, which is good for some people, but it doesn't get as high as some chairs, so keep that in mind. For the backrest, this can lean back a total of 140 degrees, and you're going to have 4 different positions that you can lock this into. For the lumbar support, this one's a little bit different. It is interesting with this because you can actually adjust the height of this. It has a total of 3.15 inches of height adjustment, and then it does allow for some side-to-side rotation for more support based off your position. With the higher position of this though, it does tend to rub on the back of the upper part of the backrest, which may wear this out over time. For the neck rest, this has a total of 2.36 inches of height adjustment, and then this has a total of 60 degrees of tilt. Looking at the armrest, this can raise and lower a total of 2.76 inches. This can slide forwards and backwards a total of 2.36 inches, and then this has 30 degrees of total rotation. And last, we have the leg extension, which they don't have as much information on the product listing for this, which I find interesting because with my measurement, this is 18.25 inches in terms of total extension that it has from the edge of the seat to the outside edge of the leg rest, making it one of the longest for any chair that I've reviewed that has the leg rest feature. This I really like because most are a little too short. If you're a little bit taller, around 6 foot or to the max here at about 6'2" or 6'3", this is going to be better suited for you because this isn't going to sit on the middle of your calves like most other chairs that I've reviewed, and I'm 6 foot. And although I think it's better than nothing, they can get uncomfortable with longer sitting sessions, where this one is more towards the ankles and it feels like it really cups the legs and is overall just more comfortable. I think this should be one of the features that's more highlighted on their listing because I think it's going to be a really big draw for a lot of people where they don't like those other shorter leg rests. Shifting into what I like about this chair, I do want to mention the price first, as this is roughly $200. And I always point out that my reasoning behind what I like or don't like about a product factors in the cost, as I can't hold a product to the same standard as I would a different product that may be many times the price. With that being said, I think AutoFull has a really good chair on their hands here with the G4. One of the reasons why I think this is so good is because of the mesh and foam combination that they have here. And this is a rare combo, which I find really odd since it's one of the best ones because it's bringing the breathability of the mesh and it's then pairing it with the support and comfort of the foam. So here we have the mesh backrest and then the foam seat cushion. It just is really comfortable. You're not getting really hot because the backrest is very breathable. It's not a pleather material, it's just that open mesh. But again, you're still getting the comfort and support of the foam seat cushion. I really wish more chairs out there would have this combo, and AutoFull with this chair does a really good job with their execution of it. I also think this chair in this price range offers a lot of adjustments, which is awesome. The two I want to highlight though are the lumbar support and the leg rest. Starting with the lumbar support, I think this feels really good. I like the adjustments that it has because you can get this in the exact spot that you need it to be. I also like the fact that as I lean towards one side or the other, it has some rotation with it, so it is supporting me through that movement. And then we have the leg rest here, which is longer, and because of that, I think it's really good. It doesn't sit in the middle of my calves. It actually goes down towards my ankles for better comfort and support. It's one of the best experiences with a leg rest that I've had to date. And then last, I think the aesthetics of the chair overall are really cool. We have that mesh with the carbon fiber design on the subtle pleather portions of it, which just gives a really cool look. I actually haven't seen this on any other chair before, and I think this combo gives this a gamer vibe, but it's subtle. So you could actually use this with your gaming setup, but you could still take this to the office and use it there if you needed to. In terms of outright negatives, I'm happy to report that I don't have any. I have one gray area thing, which are things you may or may not care about. And this is going to be the lumbar support rubbing on the lower part of the backrest when you're shifting side to side. If it's at the lowest portion, it won't do that. But if you bring that lumbar support up higher, it will. And I think over time, it has the potential to actually wear down the material on the backrest. So that's going to wrap this video up. I think AutoFull has another great chair on their hands with the G4, as this has great comfort, cool aesthetics, and comes in at a very affordable price point. I'll have a link for this in the description if you want to pick it up. If you have any questions about this, let me know in the comment section. And as always, thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.